Hello everyone. In this video, we'll create a storage account and see what are the options which are available when we create a storage account. To create a storage account, we need to create resource group first. I'll create a resource group. Create a resource group. I'll give the name as RG demo and 009. I'll create. So I have created the resource group in East US location and it is success. I will open the resource group. There is no resources under the resource group. I'll go to the home. If I wanted to create a storage account, I can search for the storage account. I'll be able to create the storage account by selecting the storage account from here, or I can select the storage account from here, and also I can choose the storage account from the menu option. I'll create a storage account, create. It's not giving me any option. Let me create. Okay, resource group is created. Go to storage account, click on create. Okay, now I am getting the prompt where I can fill the detail. I will enter the storage account name. So this storage account name, it should be between 3 to 24 characters and this should be lower characters. The name whatever you are going to give for the storage account, it should be a unique name. No other customer or the user should use the same name in the entire Azure Cloud Services. I will create a name, storage, my account 009. I'll select the resource group which I have created, and also I'll select the region. Region, it is same which we have used for the resource group. So let us use the same region, East US region. If I select the performance as standard, you will be able to see these are the options which are available: locally redundant storage, geo redundant storage, zone redundant storage, and geo zone redundant storage. So locally redundant storage, LRS, is within the data center. Geo redundant storage is between two regions, and zone redundant storage is between the availability zone within the same region, and GZRS is using multiple regions and different availability zone in those regions. If I select the performance as premium, then you will be able to see there are only 3 services I'll be able to create: block blobs, file shares, and page blobs. And the replication I can choose between locally redundant storage and ZRS. Whereas when I use the standard, I will see all these options, and under the standard option, I'll be able to create all these storage services, including the blob, file, and table queue storage. I'll keep the replication as LRS and create. So this is an overview. Before you create the storage account, you can see there are options what you have selected. If you are okay with whatever you have selected, you can create, or you can go to previous and select any of these options which you wanted to set. Under networking, you can actually integrate your virtual network with the storage account. And in the encryption, you can use Microsoft provided encryption key, or you can use your own customer managed encryption keys. So I'll keep everything as default and review and create. I will create. So the creation is in progress. I can see what is happening in the notification section, and the deployment is in progress. If I go to home, then if I select storage account, still I am not able to see the storage account which we have created. I will refresh once again. Okay, still deployment is in progress. We have to wait for some time. So once the deployment is finished, we will be able to see the storage account, what we have created. So the deployment has succeeded. I'll close this and go to home. Click on the storage account. Now I am able to see the storage account which we have created. And this is the overview of the storage account. It has to show the information. It is not showing the information over here. Let us wait for some time, or I will refresh and see if it is showing. Okay. Now we are able to see the information. So the replication what we have selected is LRS, and the account kind is general purpose V2. So this is the account, and the performance we have set for standard, where we can create blob storage, file storage, queue and table storage, and also the page blobs. And the location for the storage account is East US. So under data storage, you will be able to see the services, what we can configure. So these are the services we will be able to configure using this standard storage account. To upload the files, I have to create the blob service. For that, I need to create a container. So I'll select the container and I will create one of the container. So my container name is folder 01. So for this, you can give any name. It should not be that it has to be unique like the storage account. You can use any name for the container. So I have given the folder 1, and you will be able to see what kind of encryption you wanted to use here. This has to be set at the storage account. Only then you will be able to enable or disable from here. So I'll create. So the container has been created. If I wanted to upload the files, I have to open this container. Then there is an option to upload the files. I can select the upload. I can browse for the files which needs to be uploaded, or I can actually drag and drop the files here. So what I will do is I will drag and drop the files. So these are the files which I wanted to upload to the container. I'll say upload. The files are being uploaded. So the files are being uploaded. Some of the files has been already uploaded, and there is one file which is being uploaded. I think it has completed. Let us refresh. So still there is one file which is missing. I'll upload the other file. I have to select upload, and I will drag and drop upload. So all the files has been uploaded now. You will be able to see the tier under which the blobs has been copied. So by default, it has taken the frequent access, which is auth tier. If I wanted to change the tier, I can change the tier. I can set the tier per blob. I can change the tier from auth to cool, cold, and archive. So now I don't want to do it. Or if I wanted to do it, I can actually change the tier. So I'll set it to cool. And so now you'll be able to see we have changed the access tier. So this is now in cool tier. So let me change the tier back to the auth tier. So this is frequently accessed. So this is in auth access tier now. If I wanted to access this particular file or any of the file, I can view the properties of the file and copy the URL. If I try to access the file, it is saying I cannot access the file because the permission has not been given. If I wanted to give the permission to access the file, what I have to do is I can change the access level. I cannot change the access level here because the access level has been set at the storage account. I need to enable the access at the storage account. Only then I can change the access here. So I'll go to the storage account. I will open in new tab. Go to the storage account. Click on the storage account. Then you can select configuration. Under the configuration, you have the option to allow blob anonymous access and save. So once you save, now I can actually change the access. I will refresh. I wanted to give access for this particular file, which can be accessed from internet as an anonymous access. I will set blob anonymous access. Okay. Now I will go to the properties again. I will copy the URL and I will try to access the file. So this time I am able to see the file. So this way I'll be able to set the access at blob level. So under each of the blob, I can actually change the access level and also I can change the tier for each of the blob. If I wanted to create the snapshot, I can create the snapshot. I can create a snapshot. If I wanted to view the snapshot when it was created, select the blob and view the snapshot. You will be able to see the snapshot which has been created and when it has been created and the access tier for the snapshot. For the blob for which there is no snapshot, if I wanted to view the snapshot, you will not be able to see the snapshot because for this blob, we have not created the snapshot. I can simply click on create snapshot here and I don't want to create the snapshot. So once you have done with your storage account, you can delete the storage account. Click on the delete option here and enter the name to delete, confirm delete. This is a good practice to save the cost. So whatever you have created the resources in Azure Cloud, if you wanted to save the cost, you can just delete the resources. I will delete the resource group so that I will not be billed. So always ensure that whatever resources you have created for the test purpose, you delete, otherwise it will be charged. So in this lab, we have seen how to create the storage account and how to upload the files and how to change the access for the blobs what you have uploaded. You need to change the access in the storage account so that you can permit anonymous access for the blobs to be accessed from the internet. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the content, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you and take care.